UFC फाइट नाइट आरमान सरूकियन वर्सेस डैन हुकर को ख़त्म हुए कुछ ही टाइम हुआ है और मैं दूसरी वीडियो में इस पूरे इवेंट का रीकैप दूंगा। बट इस वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले हैं शेम रॉक के बारे में, या फिर जैसे वो अपने आप को बुलाते हैं शेम रॉक, जिन्होंने कल की फाइट में अपनी एक यूनानिमस डिसीजन लूज़ किया अगेंस्ट तजिकिस्तान के नरूलो आलियव। अब इस फाइटर के बारे में स्पेसिफिकली मैं क्यों बात कर रहा हूँ, अगर आप सबने मेरी इस फाइटर पे पहली वीडियो नहीं देखी थी तो कुछ महीने पहले मैंने अपने चैनल पे एक वीडियो शेयर की थी जहाँ पे मैंने आप सबको बताया था कि एक फाइटर है जो पैडी पिमलेट के टीममेट हैं और कॉन्स्टेंटली अंशुल जुबली को ट्रोल कर रहे हैं और उन्हें कॉल आउट कर रहे हैं। अगर आप सबको याद नहीं है, कुछ मैं ट्वीट्स दिखा देता हूँ, फोटोज़ दिखा देता हूँ, जिससे शायद आपकी याददाश्त थोड़ी सी ताज़ा हो जाए। तो ऐसी ऐसी बातें, 1 billion people, not a single good fighter. He was sharing memes where he was making fun of Anshul, saying कि oh, if I fight Anshul Jubli, this is what will happen. Not only was he making fun of Anshul Jubli, he was just poking hate at Indians in general, making racist comments, make me curry, make me this, make me that, all heavy racist comments against Indian people. Not only Anshul Jubli, who is an Indian fighter, but people in general, basically capitalizing on all this, heavy racism that is pretty trending on the internet right now. So he tried to capitalize on that, and not only was he trying to call Anshul Jubli out, this guy wanted a fight with Terence McKinney and Matt Frevola. And वो तो खुशी बनाओ कि UFC didn't book him for that fight, otherwise Terence McKinney would have knocked his teeth out. Good for him, I guess. Paddy Pimblett का teammate होके he was trying to get a lot of attention on himself because he got directly signed to the UFC. Which is also weird. I don't know why, because he's 32 years old. He's a good submission artist, but his striking, as we will discuss today, is completely dog shit. So yeah, he talked a lot of shit, and finally इसको फाइट मिल गई एक तजिकिस्तानी अपोनेंट, जैसे कि मैंने कहा, नरूलो आलियव के अगेंस्ट, और उनके साथ आज इनकी फाइट हुई। एक ऐसा फाइटर है नरूलो आलियव, अगर आपने उसको पहले लड़ते हुए नहीं देखा, who is known for his lay and pray style. Like he likes to wrestle you down, कंट्रोल यू, एंड इफ ही डज नॉट हैव गुड ओपनिंग्स वो ग्राउंड एंड पाउंड भी नहीं करता, वो ज़्यादा कंट्रोल पे फोकस करता है। ही डजंट हैव द मोस्ट एंटरटेनिंग फाइट्स इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से, बट अगेंस्ट शेम रॉक आलियव लुक्ड सो गुड। ही बीट द शिट आउट ऑफ हिम। जितने कॉम्बो मारने थे ही लैंडेड। इफ यू गो लुक एट दिस गाइज फेस, हिज इंटायर राइट साइड, Shem Rock's entire right side is swollen by the end of it. Sausage. This guy didn't have any striking. He was a southpaw. Obviously southpaw open stance mein, maybe you can't throw a jab, but he didn't have any lead hand work. He was only trying to throw some leg kicks, inside leg kicks in round 2, and some lazy head kicks, which Aliyev saw coming and was able to defend them. Ground pe kuch kar hi nahi paya. In fact, Aliyev stopped all his takedowns. He was calling Aliyev a ball sniffer, and when he started getting pieced up on the feet, he himself started falling down to his knees for takedowns, which he could not get. I think in the third round he got mount. Even there he wasn't able to do much because he was so gassed, because he got lit up on the feet and got destroyed. So overall I'm very happy that this was a very humbling experience for him. Hopefully he learns this lesson that, I mean, it's easy to poke fun at fighters sitting from the outside. You didn't even make it to the UFC, bro, so shut the fuck up. Anshul, yes, he hasn't won in the UFC. He hasn't won a single fight, but at least he had to earn his contract. He fought through the road to UFC. Looking at how you performed, if they sent you to the road to UFC today, you'll get destroyed. Genuinely, you should be happy you got signed to the UFC. Hopefully they give you an easy fight next time and you can get a rare naked choke. But overall, it's just very satisfying. Like, people who watch the sport genuinely understand the fact that this guy was just talking unnecessary trash to get attention to himself and has completely embarrassed his team. Like, Luke Riley put on such an impressive performance. Paddy is one of the main guys to come out of this gym. How embarrassing must this be for Paddy? He must be calling him a fucking sausage right now, like beating the shit out of him on their way back.
Whatever, you sausage.
This guy had nothing to offer to his opponent, and it just goes to show you should not talk too much before you have achieved anything. Who knows, maybe he loses the next fight, and the UFC has so many British fighters, they don't need this guy. If he loses the next 2 fights, they're going to cut him. So yeah, I mean, I guess karma is sometimes really, really quick. Let me say this, I usually try to keep it very respectful. You will never see me talking shit about Quillen. You will never see me talking shit about Mike Breeden. Even though the Indian audience was harsh with them, they actually never said any random shit to, Indians overall, or attacked the country, or made any racist comments, but this guy was just doing it in order to get attention to himself, which you can blame like Conor McGregor and in more recent times people like MMA Guru for encouraging this sort of behavior. And I mean, if we want to go down that path, like I think if Shem Rock, does not win the next 2 fights, he might have to resort back to doing the things that he was doing before he found BJJ. If you guys understand what I mean. And that might not be good for him because, the legal system is quite intense in the UK too.
Little chorito.
Another really embarrassing thing that he's done now, and which is why I don't feel bad calling him Shame Rock, is after talking all this shit and, calling out all the big fighters in the UFC, fighters who he should not even be in the same bracket with. He's lost the decision and then he's now trying to sell his UFC fight kit to make some money.
Little chorito.
I mean, if he wasn't this egoistic, I would have actually felt a little bad for him. But I actually feel like this is quite a shameless move. I don't know what you guys think about it. Like, you didn't even put on a performance worth anyone buying that kit. Isko comments itna flame kar rahe hain. Someone is saying that they'll pay him like a cigarette box and $30 for it. This is what you get, bro. This is what you get for talking so much shit. But yeah, some people would argue ki dekho, he's got your attention. So many of us are going to be invested in him because of this. And yes, we are. I agree. But you can entertain without being a racist, bigot. So hopefully Paddy teaches him that lesson, because Paddy always keeps talking about mental health, but seems like he doesn't educate his teammates about, the basic ethics of how to carry yourself as a human being. You should do that, Paddy. Take some time to do that with your own people. You're trying to fucking spread a message and make an NGO and make all that money saying that you talk about mental health, but look at your own fucking teammates. He didn't even get into the UFC and he was talking so much shit. Get him in line, bro. And please don't keep him as your own training partner, because this is the reason your striking probably sucks. I am completely fine. I'm the first to criticize my own countrymen who don't perform well. When Anshul didn't perform well, I was the first to call out all the technical issues and, all the issues that I think that all the changes that could be made, I've mentioned it. But if you're going to be racist towards us just for the sake of it, just because it's trendy, just because it's cool, we're only going to wish the worst for you. So overall, I think that this guy just, hopefully he's learned his lesson, but something tells me he hasn't. He's already making excuses. I saw someone in his comments saying that, this is what you could do on a short camp. What short camp? Ever since this guy got signed, you should have been training, right? Like, what short camp? He's been calling out people for the past 4 months, 5 months. Weren't you training that time? Like, so stop making excuses. Actually make excuses, but because that will make sure that you don't improve. So do make excuses, and hopefully he gets annoyed and responds to this video and tries to, say some shit and gets embroiled in this, because that's what I would want, so that he doesn't actually focus on his skills and improve. But yeah, तुम लोग बताओ chat में तुम्हें क्या लगता है. मैंने English में ज़्यादा बोला क्योंकि कहीं ये अंग्रेज़ लोग वीडियो देख ले तो इनको भी समझ आ जाएगी, क्योंकि ये सही है भाई. मैं यहाँ पे सबसे पहले बैठा हूँ अपने फाइटर्स की टेक्निक को क्रिटिसाइज़ करने के लिए, परफॉर्मेंसेस को क्रिटिसाइज़ करने के लिए, पर ये रेसिज्म वगैरह और फालतू की बिगेटरी दिखाना, फ़ायदा उठाना क्योंकि ट्रेंडिंग है, ये सब नहीं चलेगा. और वो आज दिख गया भाई, इसकी बैंड बज गई. काश ये नॉकआउट हो जाता वो और अच्छा होता, बट कोई नहीं, हम इससे काम चला लेंगे. And hopefully Anshul bhai improves and actually they book a fight with him. I think this guy has thoda sa reach advantage, but if Anshul can, really get his defense up, he could actually beat the shit out of this guy. बहुत मजा आया ये fight देख के. And make sure you check out my video where I'm going to recap this entire UFC fight night, जो काफ़ी ज़्यादा interesting रही थी and exciting थी. Alright?